Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. Alright. I'm gonna be right up honest with you here. I'm gonna have to take this back, way back. This is unacceptable. I tried picking this up and I tried moving on, and this is driving me mad because this should not be like this. See that? Let's pull you back just a little so you can see. It is so noticeable, and I've been trying to talk to myself into thinking that it's okay, but it's not. So watch me take this apart so we can go all the way back up to about here. This row here is where we're going to go back to, and we're actually going to take that row right out. So we're going to start from here and start doing our colors properly. Yeah, so I put it down for a while and I came back to it, and I'm unhappy with that. And this part was just all messed up. I took it out, put orange in instead. Didn't like it. Brown is going to be, but I also needed to divide up some more spools, or in my case, little balls of colors. Anyway, glad you're here to watch me cry. Not really, but almost. So, when you do crochet like we do, and some other people do too, there are times where you just have to ask yourself, is this going to be something I can live with? And I've been asking myself that since I noticed that. I thought I could. I tried talking myself into it. And I look at the other half that's finished and how great it looks, and the fact that I had to take it apart a couple times too, I'm just going to bite the bullet. My numbers aren't coming out right. I'm not sure why. The row above it was totally fine, and then I go do this next row and I'm short a stitch. So it's I gotta go back. Gotta go back and reclaim this one. This is gonna end up like the knitting that I've been doing every day, at least 2 rows, sometimes 4. I didn't put a video out on Monday. I actually completely forgot. I thought I had one out, and I guess I just didn't. I was too tired the night before. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it in the morning, and then I forgot about it all day. I didn't even check anything on YouTube, really. I was so tired after all my cleaning and getting ready for this inspection, which, of course, we did just fine. They're mostly looking to see if things were in good working order, like the furnace and the vents, the fan, and I guess now they look under my sink in my bathroom, which I was not expecting, and I don't really feel comfortable with that. I don't really like people looking at my belongings. I keep a lot of my beauty products and stuff down there, and yeah, so that's a little bit off the trail. But it's done for another 6 months. On the plus side, oh, wow, I got a lot of yellow over there. On the plus side, I got a big bulk of my organizing and cleaning up, so my job will be a lot less hard next time. This time was not as hard as it was the last time. Alright, there. Now I've got my yellow free. Oh goodness. And a big hair in there. Isn't that nice? Yeah, when you get your hair stuck in there, sometimes it'll just like wrap and like take over. Like, look at that. That is just terrible. I'm just going to take this pair of scissors. Give it a small slice. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. You can look again. So, yeah, that's kind of a disappointment that I have to go back and do this. But it's just going to motivate me to get it done faster. I just want it done so I can finish it up and give it to him soon, I hope. I mean, it is a birthday gift for somebody in February. And here we are, what, April? May? I don't even know the date. I'm Rim Van Winkle. I hope that doesn't date me too much. Alright, I moved us because I need to go down here and start untangling this big giant mess and going from there. So hopefully everybody's been doing all right. My youngest daughter has caught a cold and woke me up at about 3:30 in the morning because she was feeling pretty yucky again. And I've basically been up since. And it is now like noon. I'm groggy, my eyes are burny. But I will just take this back and we're going to go from there. I have my lost souls next to me, but I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to get it together enough to work on it. So this might span a couple videos, this detangling process. Well, no, it's not detangling. I'm frogging this thing because it isn't working. And that is the first thing I will tell you anytime you're doing a project. It is okay to take a step back and regroup. If you need to step back, pull it back, go back a few rows, go ahead, do it. I would rather do that than know that there's something that was less than I would like. I'm not going to get better if I don't fix my own mistakes. And that's true in pretty much everything I do. I learn from my mistakes. Okay, so pull that out. And we're just going to tuck that around here. And we're going to add it over there. Okay, so that's another one. I have one more brown that is actually free and just kind of causing issues here. Because we should just have the oranges and stuff like so. A lot of this is kind of sloppier than I'd like. I found a couple sloppy spots down here too where I just didn't tighten right, and I still cannot fathom what I was doing over here. That looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. See, just look. I'll put that there so you can admire my terrible work. Not excited about it at all. Okay, so we got those ones out. This red goes over here. This red goes over here. Yeah, this one should be partially rolled up here. I have to re-roll that. That is okay though, because now this is becoming a little less angry. I should have this done in a few days is what I'm thinking. If I put a little more effort into finishing some of this stuff, I would be done, right? Right, okay, you cannot live over here. You, however, are going to need to be untangled. Let's get you here. We'll go around. Oh, sorry. Realize now that you can't quite see what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to get this orange out of here and put the oranges on the right side because I have one set here. And this red is this one here. Just follow your nose. And I'm okay with having all these little bits because I do have scrap yarn stuff coming up that I'm going to need scrap yarn for. Used quite a bit late on my last project there. That's still not quite done. A lot of sewing and measuring, but that is not something that's going to be too much crazy work. That's more... Okay. I'm not quite sure how you fit in, but you're beautiful. Beautiful in yellow. Okay, we got these guys here. Put those guys on that side, and it looks like this stuff is actually from inside the bag. So we're just gonna kind of tuck those back in, and you are attached to something red, aren't you? You are, aren't you? Let's go find you. And you're right here. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to come over in here and around. This bag is so fun. I do like it as a little project bag. Oh, well, I have my window open, so that would be the highway. That is quite close to my house, as in it's behind my apartment building. Okay, so we're just going to pull gently, gently. Keep reminding myself it's a gently. I started playing a new game. It's so ridiculous. It's a supermarket simulating game where I run a supermarket. I'm just like, okay. It's actually pretty fun. Just a lot of organizing and keeping track of things like that. And it's a quiet game, so no violence, no craziness. Gives me something to do. Because when I try to crochet in the dark, my hands are usually super tired. So I've given myself the option of, for the most part, resting my hands. But I need to do something that's okay to do in the dark. So I've been throwing in a couple video games here and there. And my son and I played it last night. So that was pretty fun. My daughter was in there for a little bit, but she kept on hitting us with brooms. And that was for the free one. You can hit people with brooms, but they say a lot of naughty stuff, so I wasn't too crazy about that. And yeah, so that's been fun. And we bought me the bot one, which is a little more, I would say it's probably more American, and the other one was a little more British, just especially because of the naughty words they were using were definitely British naughty words. Or at least European. I'll say European because I have heard people that are Scottish and Irish and stuff say them too, so I'm not going to judge. I'm not even going to guess where the game was made, but it's been fun. Something to do. Doing plans. But of course, I do crochet sometimes at night, so please don't think I've given up on that. It's just I don't really like using my little light because it just keeps the bigger one awake. She's like, "Ooh, light." They both need quiet and absolute dark. I can get away with a game because it's on the TV and they're not really noticing it. It's a dark game. But if it was something full of really colorful and light and fruity and lots of, well, I turn down the sounds. I'm usually listening to something on my phone through a headphone. But those are my brief moments for me where I do something that is absolutely has nothing to do with anybody. It has nothing to do with making anyone's days better or even mine. It's just about having a bit of fun. And I don't do a lot for just myself. So I think that is totally valid. And wow, what is going on here? I think it's part of the whole self-care thing. It's more, like I tell my daughters, I am not the most cuddly person. I will cuddle. Don't get me wrong. I do love a baby cuddle. I love cuddling my daughters and my son. I love their hugs. I just, how did my mom put it? I kind of pushed her away from big cuddles when I was really small. And I'm kind of like that. I don't like to touch anybody when I'm sleeping. I don't mind you sleeping in the same bed, but I want a pillow between us. I don't like sharing blankets. I'm very much, let me just be in my own little bubble here. And I guess I've always been like that. This isn't even a trauma thing. This isn't me just being rude. This is actually just my personality. I just kind of like a little space. Especially when I'm sleeping. I like to be alone in my sleep. Okay, what a weird topic to be on, but sure. Alright, so you can see that like I'm carrying it fine. I'm not going too far, but up here I definitely did something messed up. Because this is the other side, and I tried pulling it through, thinking maybe that would fix it, and oh my gosh, it did not. It did not. Alrighty. And yeah, so I'm starting to get my energy back. I'm a little delirious today. That's what happens when you get very little sleep. And that's okay. A little cleanup in the kitchen, but I mean, I tore apart our giant, like, I'd say it's about 7-foot long counter. It's a pretty long counter. And I took it apart because we store food. Most of our spices are there out of convenience, or they never get used. We also leave out the kids' snacks. So anything the kids would possibly want to snack on, like crackers or the healthy cereals, we leave those out. Anything that's junk food related, we try to put away. So then they see the healthy stuff, and we're hoping that healthy choices will be made. Doesn't always work, but yeah, try. And it goes for us too, because, you know, it's so much easier to go with junk food because it's easy. Mostly. Okay. Now I'm going to roll up over here. Okay, that's not bad. That wasn't too far. And you, I definitely need this red. We're going to go start with the red. But which red? Because I have 2 reds over here. Okay, this one goes around here. Down and under. Because when I get the colors out and everything, I'm just going to put them aside. And I'm not giving up on this project. Please do not think this is me saying, no, I'm done. I'm not that person. I don't give up easily. I do not give up easily. Alright. But so far, we've got like 2 rows taken apart. And then I gotta go and fix all my markings in my phone. I'll probably just leave it alone after that for the rest of the day. Hard to say though. I have stuff to sew up on a lot of my other projects, and I just kind of feel like crocheting with my hook. I just want to get through something. But I'm probably going to have to jump over to knitting fairly soon, and then maybe back to this. My house is pretty darn clean right now. I mean, I have to do a quick vacuum just because of the everyday children walking through and my dishes. And that's even that, most of it goes in the dishwasher. So I'm kind of free today, and it's kind of awesome. I haven't had that for a little bit. And I'm excited. I am definitely excited. Okay. We are going to do that, and this looks like a totally separate string of orange. Probably because I cut them. Trying to fix a few things, trying to get a couple bobbins. It's been a day. Anyways, I will probably continue this in a video very soon, just so you can get an idea of how long it takes to take these wonderful things apart. Anyways, thanks for joining me here today at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again soon.